Greetings, fellow members of the Esoteric Order of Gamers. It's a very exciting day today. Batman! Yes, Batman. Gotham City Chronicles has arrived. And here you can see the two huge boxes that make up the core set. I've also got Versus mode over here. And here's a funny story. I've also got Wayne Manor. But strangely enough, actually these boxes go together, don't they, to make one huge illustration. Look at that. Yes, Wayne Manor, my friend Dylan also ordered the same amount of stuff, and because we live relatively close by to each other, they sent the two boxes that this all came in. He got 2 boxes, 2 of 2, and I got 2 boxes, 1 of 2, and between us we got all our stuff. So luckily I happen to know the other gamer in the area who's ordered Batman, because we can just get together this afternoon and I can pass him his core sets and versus mode, and he can pass me my Wayne Manor expansion set. Problem solved. So there you go. So a bit later on I will tack on the Wayne Manor unboxing as well at the end of this video, because I'll be picking it up from him. So, story over, let's get into Batman and unbox these huge boxes full of stuff. Yes, a painter's work is never done. I've just finished Hellboy, and this is certainly going to keep me busy for quite some time to come. So, let's get started with this first big box. And here's the back. There's not much to see on the back. It just says content loading and what you get inside. So, let's have a look. Rip off this shrink wrap. Oh, it's huge. I'm literally running out of space in my studio. No, I shouldn't say literally. I'm running out of space in my studio, and I'm beginning to wonder where I'm going to store all these huge games. Get that off carefully. And I have a lot of storage space for games, but yeah, it's all getting a bit out of hand. Okay, so on the top we have a print. This seems to be happening more in Kickstarter campaigns. We're getting these sort of artwork prints with it. It's a really nice one. It's on quite quality paper. It's good. Okay, a couple of booklets, and big booklets they are too. They're quite thick. We've got the rule book. Oh my goodness. Look at all this. Holy moly. I'll be doing a rules summary for this, but it may take a little while, judging by the amount of rules here. I think this is a step up from Conan in complexity, so wow, a lot to take in there. And then we've got a missions booklet, and as you can see, heaps and heaps to keep you going there. Now, Monolith are about to launch Season 2 of Batman, which seems a little bit crazy to me. I just think it's a little too early to start doing another Kickstarter with more content. I, for one, I've spent quite a lot of money on this, and I'm certainly not ready to start spending more money on Batman after I've hardly had a chance to play the game much. But anyway, that's up to them. Got some red cubes, some little cards that looks like various types of items. Look at these. So good to see lots of items in this game, which is something that should set it apart from Conan a bit. Lots more tricky little gadgets and things, the kind of stuff that Batman uses. Nothing there on the back. So that's that. Then we've got dice. These look like pretty much the same dice as Conan, except we've got white dice in there as well. Good to see a little insert here for that stuff. That's great. And also the inside of the box is black too, which I just love. So this looks like a miniatures box. Oh, this is great. See, what a step up from how these things used to be produced. Now it comes in a nice colour box that goes inside the main box, and we've got a lovely insert here that our figures fit into and can be taken out easily without sort of pulling out of those cheap inserts. So this is great. I'm really impressed with that. We'll have a closer look at those miniatures in a moment. Bit of foam. This looks like the bottom of the panels, and then these are double kind of panels, so you slip in the other panel here, which is these. So here's Batman himself, Catwoman, Commissioner Gordon, Robin, Nightwing, Huntress, Batgirl, Bluebird, Black Canary, and all these other characters. Look at them all. Heaps and heaps. So what we do is we take one of these and they just sit in the panel like that. And there you go. Then you can put your gems in to get them to do various things, and special actions and movement and combat, etc. So there's that. And then down the bottom we've got some boards, and there are two large boards here. They're double-sided, which is great. Let's have a look at these. Oh, and this is really nice. It's a very large board, plenty of space to put the miniatures, and we've got sort of a back alleyway here where Batman will no doubt be killing a lot of thugs. And over the other side we've got an underground subway station, or abandoned subway station. Fantastic artwork, very atmospheric. Over the other side, this is the second board. We've got, this looks like some kind of factory with a green bubbling vat of goo there, ready no doubt for the Joker to fall in. And some offices. Really good stuff. Over the other side of this one, it looks like a bank, and there's a heist going on. We've got police cars out the front. It's raining. Great stuff, really atmospheric. Definitely Batman feel to all this. Beautiful artwork. I'm really impressed with these boards. They're really nice indeed. And here are all the miniatures you get in that first set. Wow, there are 2 levels of miniatures in there. Heaps and heaps. And they look really nice. Just give you a quick look, because there's so many of them. Various security guards and thugs, policemen, more policemen. It's that, and then over here we get the various heroes. We've got a caped cow. I have no idea what that's for, but those of you who know the comics will probably know that a bit better. Here's our classic Batman figure, huge billowing cloak, looks great. And also we have a more sort of Frank Millerish Batman here with a separate stand, and that is great. I love that Batman, that's fantastic. Very nice. And then heaps and heaps of other hero figures. This is the only figure I'm not crazy about. This Catwoman, I don't like the way the... Or is it Batgirl? I don't know, but don't like the way the cloak is coming out there. That was one of the first figures I saw, and I wasn't that impressed, but on the whole these all look really good. Oh, so much painting to do. Wow. Yep, there's a heap in that box, and there's another box to go yet. Okay, so much for the good guys. It's time for the bad guys, and they come in their own huge box. Let's rip it open. I must say I am looking forward to playing this. Conan is one of my favourite games. It's always cinematic and a lot of fun. Okay, there we go. So, what do we have here? So this is our sort of overlord board, or bad guy board, and it's in plastic, which is lovely. And look at that, very detailed, lovely. So this is where all the bits go in. This is what they call in Conan the River, which is the order of bad guys, your forces on the bad guys' side, and how they're activated during the game. Wow, this is a big box of miniatures in here. Oh, if I can get it out. Yep. Oh, yep. Oh, some finger holds would have been good. Ah. Oh, gee, this is tricky. Right. Okay, I'll look at that in a moment. Ah, counters. So, lots and lots of counters. So these are the activation tiles with all the information on there. Wow, lots and lots of content. Here are more. Now, what's going on here? It's all sort of... There we go. All kind of fuzzy on... Oh, it's all broken on the other side. Presumably that's when they're dead. It's like a computer readout that's gone glitchy. Interesting. That's that. More and more. So much stuff. It's madness. And heaps of counters as well. There's a board. Wow. Now, big box of miniatures. Oh, it's just so much painting to do. It really is quite daunting. Holy moly, look at all this. Wow, this is going to take forever. Whew. So, got some plants, various thugs, more thugs, more thugs. They look like Riddler's goons. Yep, lots of faceless thugs. Oh, they're funny looking skinny dudes. Guys with guns, more guys with guns. Right, that's a whole tray of just faceless thugs. Okay, a little instruction for how to attach a net to a net gun guy. Oh look, there's some little terrain pieces here as well. Various consoles. It's a safe. Very nice. And here are our bad guys. There's Bane, the Penguin, all the classics, the Riddler, Harley Quinn, Penguin again. Wow, it's not only is this going to take a long time to paint, but I'll have to sort of find out what all the colours are for all these outfits, because they've all got their distinctive colours, and it's quite important to get that right. Ooh. That's a lot of stuff. Now we've got a tray of larger figures. This is, what's this guy called? Man-Bat or something, I seem to remember. It's been a long time since I've read the comics. That looks like Slender Man, doesn't it? I don't know who he is. Killer Croc, I believe. Don't know what he is, but he's ugly. This is Tusk, I think. That's my cat. Drew, quiet, I'm filming. There's Bane. Oops, that's just popped off the base, but the dude. Some very large angry man. And this weird looking slime monster. I am sorry to huge Batman fans out there. I don't know all the names of all these guys. I'm about to find out though. Next up I've got this box called Versus Mode, and this allows you to play in a different way. You can have sort of Overlord versus Overlord. So this is a box full of extra components to let you play in that manner. So another one of those Overlord trays. I don't know what they're called in this game, but it's called Overlord in Conan. Some more miniatures. Lots of those drones and security guards with shields, etc. I love this blue plastic, it's rather nice, isn't it? Here's the rule book for Versus Mode, and it looks like a whole lot of special missions for that. Gee, they must have been working hard over there at Monolith. There's just so much stuff in here, it's crazy. Really, you could put all your other games aside and just play Batman for the rest of your life. Another Versus Mode. Oh, that one's in French. And what's in here? Okay, that's weird. That's a whole black box with just that in it. Maybe that has something to do with the way you play. I don't know. And lots of tiles. These are presumably tiles for the good guys. And some more counters. That's Versus Mode. Right, finally we have the Wayne Manor expansion. I've been over to my friend Dylan's place and I've given him his core sets and his Versus Mode, and he gave me my Wayne Manor box set. So we've sorted all that out. No thanks to you, Aetherworks, but never mind. We've managed to get it happening. Luckily, everyone saved a lot of time and money by the fact that we knew each other. Well, there you go. So, another big box, and look at the size of it. Batman is going to take up a lot of space on my shelves, that's for sure, and I didn't even get the other expansion, which was Arkham Asylum. But this will probably be enough Batman for quite a while. Let's have a look inside this one. Very nice cover. I love this idea of just having no logo or anything, just having the logo on the side. Though there is actually nothing on the box that tells you it's the Wayne Manor expansion, which is weird, but still, it's nice and graphic. So we have, here's some more panels. We've got good old Alfred there, Batman in a Thrasher suit, Bruce Wayne himself, Julia Pennyworth, Oracle, Red Robin, Batwing. That's all. We've got a Wayne Manor book. I assume that's a French version. Get rid of that. Here's the English version. And here we go. There's the scenarios. Now there's another double-sided map board in here, I believe. So that'll be great. That will mean there's 6 different board setups all up, which would be good. Here's our miniatures. Have a look at those in a moment. And here's our board. I'll unfold that in just a sec. And then under here, there's some more map pieces to jazz things up even more. There's the Batmobile. Oh, this is great. Lots of lovely play areas here. That looks fantastic. This artist who does the boards is really talented. They're really quite lovely. The bat signal. This looks great. You get a lot in this box. And some counters. Let's get those out. There we go. Bat robots, bats, T-Rex. I don't know what this is for, but it's a huge bat thing. That's like a real size, isn't it? I don't know what that's for. And some counters. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, it's Is that an apostrophe supposed to be there? Never mind. So it's that. Let's have a look at the map. Wow, look at that. Wayne Manor. A spectacular looking map. Thank goodness this stuff isn't cobbled together in Photoshop. It's all illustrated and it just looks beautiful. That's a stunning map of Wayne Manor. Let's see what's on the other side. Here's our other side, another street scene. Got a nightclub entrance over here. Some fire escapes. It's a sleazy back alleyway where fighting happens. There's a little room up there. Dark and mysterious and very much in keeping with Batman. Great stuff. Another spectacular board. I do love these extra boards. So here's our box of miniatures for Wayne Manor. And you can see there's a Tyrannosaurus Rex there for some bizarre reason. Oh my lord, look at the size of it. It's huge. Wow, that is crazy. I was expecting something about this big. Wow, that's amazing. Wow. That's going to be daunting the first time it goes on the table. It's huge. That's a pretty stunning miniature. Beautifully detailed and wow, quite terrifying. I'm really looking forward to see Batman go up against that. Got some very nice looking minis here. There's Batman in an armoured suit. Oracle. Alfred putting his dukes up. Bruce Wayne. There are 4 of these bat robots and 4 bat swarms. But the star of the show is certainly this amazing looking thing. That's a weighty chunk of plastic there. Oh, wow. And if you can get Batman in his armoured suit up against that, oh, that is going to be great. Headbutt the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And we've got a little deck of extra item cards as well. Well, there's some great stuff in that expansion. I'm kind of wishing I got the Arkham Asylum one now, but I think I got this one because of that thing. That's it, everybody. A look at Batman. Now, of course, I don't have all the expansions. There are some other ones as well, but really the expense was just getting crazy and I had to call a halt at some point. But my goodness, there's enough stuff here to keep me going forever. Never has there been a time where gaming has been such an all-consuming hobby. I think it's certainly not the kind of game that someone who wasn't into hobby games already could just pick up and play. There's a lot of stuff here to get through, especially if you want to paint them. It's a huge job. I must admit to feeling a little bit daunted by the size of the project, but as usual, I will just paint figures as I go through the scenarios. So the best way to do it for this kind of game is to go through the scenarios you're going to play and just paint up the figures for those scenarios. You don't have to get them all done in one go by any means. And in fact, it took me over a year, if not a couple of years, to do all of Conan. So that's Batman. And I must admit, a very impressive looking package. Really great looking stuff. Really looking forward to playing this. And hopefully I'll get a battle report up on the Esoteric Order of Gamers channel. Thanks very much for watching. That's the Esoteric Order of Gamers, orderofgamers.com. Don't forget to check out the social media channels, subscribe to this channel, check out the Patreon channel as well, and visit the website at orderofgamers.com. Thanks very much for watching. It's time to start playing some Batman.